Caitlin Clark loses brutal WNBA All Star bet as Angel Reese takes over her home court. A sold-out crowd of over 16,000 people took to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home of the Indiana Fever, for WNBA All Star weekend. Many had likely purchased their tickets in advance to watch sophomore superstar Caitlin Clark take to her home court against the league's very best. The 23-year-old had received the most fan votes in WNBA history, which saw her named as one of the All-Star captains, alongside league MVP frontrunner Napheesa Collier. Ahead of the All-Star matchup, the duo had even ripped up the rulebook by trading coaches so that Cheryl Reeve, who has some storied history with Clark, could coach her Minnesota Lynx star Collier, whilst the New York Liberty's Sandy Brondello linked up with Clark and Sabrina Ionescu. Despite having struggled with her shooting from distance in the 2025 season, averaging just 27.9% from behind the three-point line, Clark was also named a participant in the three-point contest. But after sustaining her third injury of the season, and her second to her groin, the reigning Rookie of the Year was forced to withdraw from all on-court activities at All-Star Weekend. However, she was still in attendance and on the sidelines coaching, even shown to be drawing out plays on the clipboard with Ionescu and Aya Wilson. The former Iowa star and opposing Captain Collier decided to add another challenge into the mix, a drinking wager, and it got out of hand. During a live StudBuzz stream, Clark agreed to take a shot for every 4-point basket that was made from the AT&T logo range during the game. But after the two teams combined for 28 total 4-pointers in the contest, it's safe to say that Clark may have regretted making the deal with Collier. With the Fever star unable to take to the floor in front of her own fans, she also had to deal with her collegiate rival Angel Reese being given a rapturous applause by the crowd as she was announced on Team Collier. Not only that, but Reese would be part of the winning team for the second year in a row and debuted her new signature Reebok sneakers, this time in the hot pink Mebounds colorway. Though she would only contribute 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal in 17 minutes of play, her captain Collier shouldered the majority of the offensive load, posting a WNBA All Star record of 36 points. She achieved this by shooting at a whopping 81.3% clip as Team Collier went on to blow out Team Clark 151-131. Both teams were spotted sporting black t-shirts that read, "Pay us what you owe us," as they warmed up on the court. This comes in light of the ongoing negotiations around the latest collective bargaining agreement that has an October deadline. For context, WNBA players reportedly only make 9% of the league's revenue, while NBA stars make 50% of their respective total. The moment was seen as a powerful one by both the players and the fans, with the fans chanting "Pay them," as WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert awarded Collier the 2025 WNBA All Star Game MVP trophy. Los Angeles Sparks star Kelsey Plum spoke of how the players wanted to use their platform to shine a spotlight on these issues, but was shocked about the level of crowd support they received for it. "That was a powerful moment," the Sparks guard said. "We didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that was going to happen. So it was a genuine surprise. Those chants tonight, those signs, it just shows that as players we are united, but the fans are united in believing what we're seeking. We wanted to do something that was united as a collective, and I thought that it's a very powerful moment and got the point across," Plum continued. "Sometimes you don't have to say anything." The 2025 WNBA All Star Weekend was supposed to be Caitlin Clark's triumphant stage, a homecoming celebration in Indianapolis, complete with roaring fans, sparkling lights, and a storyline that had already written itself, the hometown hero dazzling under the spotlight. But if the weekend taught fans anything, it's this: the script in women's basketball is always evolving. And this time, it was Angel Reese who stole the show. The All-Star game, packed to the rafters at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, quickly turned into a showdown of swagger and star power. And while Clark brought her signature sharpshooting energy to the event, it was her former college rival turned WNBA sensation Reese who walked off the court with the biggest smile and the sweetest victory. Because not only did Angel Reese win MVP honors in spectacular fashion, she also won a little extra, a friendly, very public bet with Caitlin Clark that ended in hilarious, humbling fashion for the hometown favorite. The bet that started it all. It began innocently enough, just days before the All-Star festivities kicked off. During a joint media appearance, Caitlin and Angel, whose rivalry has now transformed into a compelling friendship, sat side by side, trading banter. When asked who would outshine the other during the game, Clark smirked and said, "If Angel outscores me on my own court, I'll wear LSU purple and gold to the post-game presser." The room erupted in laughter. Angel's response was quick and electric. "Bet. Cue the internet." Within hours, fans turned the light-hearted challenge into a viral moment. Hashtags like hashtag Clark vs. Reese, hashtag All-Star Bet, and hashtag Reese Rules Indy trended worldwide. Even LSU's official account chimed in, saying, "We'll have the outfit ready." What began as playful trash talk suddenly became the weekend's most anticipated subplot. Angel's All-Star ascension. Once the ball tipped, Reese didn't waste time. With an energy that screamed something to prove, she dominated the glass, ran the floor with purpose, and finished with dazzling putbacks, crafty footwork, and even a rare made three, a not-so-subtle jab at her critics who claimed she was limited offensively. By halftime, she had 18 points and 9 rebounds. Caitlin, ever the competitor, tried to answer with deep bombs and slick passes. But it wasn't her night. Her shot looked a touch rushed, and the defense keyed in on her every movement. Still, she had the crowd behind her, and every time she touched the ball, the arena buzzed with anticipation. But Reese had momentum, and more importantly, she had the bet on her mind. By the final buzzer, Angel had poured in 27 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks, securing MVP honors and, much to her delight, Caitlin Clark's All-Star wardrobe for the night. The post-game look that broke the internet. True to her word, Clark showed up to the post-game press conference wearing a vintage-style LSU jersey, purple, gold, and complete with Reese's name stitched across the back. "I am a woman of my word," Clark said, shaking her head and grinning. "And unfortunately for me, Angel Reese is a woman of a lot of buckets." Reese couldn't stop laughing as she entered the room, phone in hand, filming the moment for her Instagram live. "Oh, this is going on a t-shirt," she joked. "The Queen of Indy in my colors? Who would have thought?" The moment instantly went viral. Memes flooded the internet. Someone even edited the LSU jersey onto Clark in her college highlight videos.